Okay, so I'm standing under a very, very big, large feverberry tree, and it's really fascinating. Because under the tree, a lot of seeds have dropped from the tree while it was in fruiting season. And you can see that under the tree, the ants have slowly been decomposing these seeds. Now look at this. And I find this quite fascinating because these seeds, without the ants, will have this hard shell around them, and it will make it very difficult for them to actually decompose. So what happens here is, look, now open one. The ants actually go, they eat the outside shell of the tree, and then voila, on the inside are the seeds. So when the rain comes, these seeds are ready to germinate and to become new fever trees. So let's talk about them a little bit later again. Now, I also have here with me two really cool books that I want to share. One is about animal tracks and their footprints, and the other one, when we sit down, I will show you what is happening inside here, because it's all about the 50 animals that you can spot. Obviously there's more within the Kruger National Park right here in the middle of South Africa. I'm really blown away by these ants and how they are actually working together with the tree to decompose and to help the tree do its thing. Sorry, I had to stop. Look at this. This is a very large fruit. I'm not sure where it's from though. It's not from this tree. That's really interesting. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, what's on my foot? That's interesting. Do you see these green things? They're on my foot. They're so sticky. They're on my pants. And I know exactly what they are. So they are seeds from the grass. And these seeds, these grass seeds, this is their adaptation. Did you know that a grass can have an adaptation? That's really cool. And their adaptation is to actually stick on the fur of the animal, which in this case is me, and then they get transported all along new parts of the park, and that's how they will survive, and that's where they will be planted, wherever they drop. So that's really, really cool. Now, just here behind me is a very, very big river, and inside the river we've seen some crocodiles, we've seen the elephants take a bath, we've also seen a lot of hippos. And I want you to come a little bit closer so that you can get a sense of where we are. You'll see a big fence around the inside of this park, because we are the animals now. We are the caged animals inside this open, free range national park in South Africa. So on the other side of that fence is real wild animals. Very wild, very real. And we are in the inside. And these electrical fences are just to protect us on the inside. It protects the animals, and it just keeps that distance from them having their instinct. Come look here. Whoa. This is massive. This is called the Shongololo. This one was actually more longer than this, but I see that the head is already decapitated. Put it down here. And in my book, let's see if the Shongololo... can you believe it? The giant black millipede. I think we found it. There it is. Oy. we found a very good specimen. So let's hear what they say about this black millipede. So the giant black millipede, a millipede's body has a tough outer shell. I can hear it. So when it feels afraid, it rolls up. You can see. Oh my gosh, I'm hearing the hippos. They roll up into a tight spiral. So they roll up very tight. And they will relax again to expand, but they roll up very tight. And that's how they protect themselves. And these millipedes eat rotting plants. So once again, these guys are so important for our environment. We cannot let them get hurt or go extinct, because they are one of the very important decomposers, alongside the beautiful dung beetles, alongside all of the ecosystem players that ensures that we have a healthy ecology and a healthy earth and a healthy planet. So here are these fruits again, guys. I don't know which tree they are from. Maybe they're from this beautiful tree up here. I'm not sure. I just heard. Oh, I know where they're from. Look. They're from this palm tree. Whoa. Okay, that's interesting. So they fall down from this palm tree. These palm trees are very, very old. I don't know if they are indigenous. I don't think so. But you can see the fruit hanging all the way at the top. And then when they get ripe and old, they fall down. But look here. Gee whiz. I don't know how you get to the inside of the seed actually, because inside it looks like a porcupine. Has a hard shell on the outside, which let's bang it here on the floor. Let's have a look. Gee whiskers. It's quite a mission. It's difficult to get it open. It has this outer shell, and then further to that, it has something similar to what you find on the inside of a mango pit. It smells a bit moldy, but it has a lot of hair. Whoa. When I look at this one, right inside there's another outer shell. These guys, I don't know. They're very, very well protected. I don't even know how they will germinate or how they will survive. And that makes me curious as to whether they actually fit into this environment. But come on, let's take a walk. We might find some more interesting things. Maybe we'll find some tracks. Maybe we'll find some more animals. We did find the shongololo, the black millipede. Let's have a look out here. Do we see anything? We're moving into sunset. A very good time of day. The animals will come to the water to drink and to cool down, and we might spot some. Let's go this way. I see the end of the track is on this side. Let's go the other way. You ready? Let's go. While we're walking, I just want to say that last night we got to see a leopard. We've already seen the African elephant. We've seen the water buck. We've seen the southern yellow hornbill, bald hornbill because of its bill, its beak. We've seen giraffe. I've just seen a tree squirrel. We'll try and find them again. We actually saw not the klipspringer, but the duiker, another small antelope last night. We've seen the go-away bird. Haven't seen the steenbok. We've seen the terrapin. We haven't seen the crested barbet yet. We saw so many zebras. Yes, we saw a kudu. We have not seen the honey badger yet. We saw the secretary bird. I couldn't believe it. They were so beautiful. We saw buffalo, we saw blue wildebeest, we saw the Cape glossy starling, so many of them. We haven't seen any of the vultures yet. We haven't seen the duiker. We actually drove 1 millimeter away from crocodiles. We haven't seen wild dog. We saw a lot of warthog. We haven't seen any rhinos, and I'm feeling very worried because we haven't seen them. We saw a glimpse of a black-backed jackal. It was really cool. We saw some mongoose running over the road. We saw lion. We haven't seen eland. We haven't seen the rock monitor yet. We only saw the shell of the leopard tortoise. We haven't seen the curry bustard yet. And we've seen the hyena. Oh yes, we've seen these lilac-breasted rollers, so many of them. We saw vervets. We haven't seen the genet yet. And yeah, so it seems like as many animals that we've seen already, we still have a few to go before we get to 50. So come on, let's have a look. I hear quite a lot of commotion down at the water hole. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna keep a lookout for more insects. Of course, when you are in a beautiful game reserve, look at this tree. When you are in a beautiful game reserve like this, there are many large animals to see, but in terms of biodiversity, it is also very important to look out for the smaller things, such as the insects, the birds, the plants, the trees, because I think we can sometimes get caught up in the larger animals. But in terms of biodiversity, let's keep a lookout for everything. Hi! Here at the park, there are many people that they don't just come to relax, but they also come to appreciate all of this beauty that we have in a country such as South Africa. Oh, I hear so many bird sounds. It's really crazy. The grass. At night, when you walk here with a flashlight, you will also be able to see fluorescent scorpions. I hear something in the tree, but it must be a bird. It is an interesting time of day because a lot of animals, like I've said, are going to the water hole now to drink water. Come on, let's go down here. Are you ready for an adventure? So keep an eye out for snakes and all sorts of things. Let's see what we can find. I have to tell you something. In the year 2000, that river over there came all... I'm listening to the hippos. That river came all the way up to here. Flood level, 25 February, year 2000. That's quite crazy. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that all of this was covered with water all the way to where I am now? From behind me, I would have been on the edge of the river, standing here now. The water came down and it was massive. The floods were really devastating. Some of the camps actually washed away. In some of the camps, people had to be rescued with big helicopters. And I think when things like that happen, nature just reminds us of all of its forces. That's a beautiful feather. Ooh, has some yellow in it. Okay, let's go see in the bird book who the... Ooh, what's that? Oh, wow. Right over there. I see some buffalo. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's also a very interesting wasp. Just here. Let's keep going. Ooh. You can see that this road this road has not been walked by many people. So I'm going to invite you guys to walk alongside me. Let's have a look. This is a really beautiful butterfly. It has black on the edge of its wings. You can see it almost has a similar yellow color to this feather. Oh, wow. Really beautiful. I can't believe we're right here in the middle of the jungle. The African jungle, the savannah. Wow, there it goes. Okay, let's keep going. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Guys, what? Look at the size of what this black millipede used to be. Or what? Is that even real? Look here. I can literally put my finger inside it. Oh my goodness. So here in South Africa, in this part of the country, these black millipedes become very, very, very big. And remember what we said about them. They eat dead plants. They put all of those nutrients back into the soil. So they're very important. Sometimes inside these holes, you might find some snakes. You might find some hyrax living in there. We call them dassie. But that was really big. Oh, I'm going very slow. I'm gonna catch an African grasshopper. Let's see. Oh, it's so robust. But, oh, don't grab the fence because the fence has been electrified, because that also keeps the animals away, especially the elephants, because they really, really would love to walk through the camp. And because it's still such a wild, pristine reserve, the rangers and the national parks really do their best to keep the animals as wild as possible without any human interference. And I think that's quite profound and quite beautiful. So let's keep going. I can also tell you that at nighttime, all the way on this edge, you will find hyenas patrolling up and down. Oh, right here in the front, there's a small little bird. Oh, and many grasshoppers. Let's follow it. I'm trying to keep an eye out as much as possible. We're going into a bit of an elevated space now. I might have to invite you guys back for a walk tonight. Whoa. This is so beautiful. The smell, the sound. It's really so perfect. Okay, here we're a little bit elevated. Let's try and see if we can spot some hippos. It's really beautiful and expansive. Ooh, look at this. Look at the colors of this little beetle. and it's sitting here on an elephant foot plant. But at the same time, look here at the back. It's a beautiful grasshopper, and it's so well camouflaged. If you look at all the colors inside of this plant, you can really see how it's easy to miss them. Beautiful yellow, sharp lime green. And this is quite interesting because I'm sure if we stand at this plant long enough, more and more creatures and treasures will just pop up out of the environment where this plant is planted. And this is again the beauty of going slow, the beauty of actually acknowledging that yes, there's beautiful big animals, but at the same time, there are also a lot of gorgeous and important smaller creatures that we should not neglect and miss. So I'm gonna be looking down. Whoa, look.
Hi, it's Peter and Nicolene from Tamed and Untamed Studio.
As usual, if you enjoyed our content, give us a shout out so that we can create especially what you would like to see next.
And don't forget to leave a comment below.